Hi, I'm Ashwitha Acharya from PGP1 in IIM Trichy. The topic that I'm going to speak on is the need for second green revolution in India. What is green revolution? The time period between 1960 to 1980 when agriculture in India underwent a complete makeover in terms of technology, research and innovation which resulted in increased yields is known as green revolution. Why was green revolution needed? India had suffered a great deal due to food shortage. 1943 Bengal famine had killed around 3 million Indians. After having faced two successive droughts and left with no forex reserves, India had become overly dependent on imports of food grains. Due to this continued shortage, the Indian political leadership decided to take some steps towards improving agriculture in India and becoming self-reliant. The Green Revolution happened in phase 2 when Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister. M.S. Swaminathan is known as the man behind India's Green Revolution. As per statistics, in the 50s, India had agricultural output of around 50.8 metric tons. But in the 70s, after Green Revolution, it could almost double its output to 108 metric tons. Now coming to the changes that took place in Green Revolution. Changes involved expansion of farming areas, double cropping existing farmland and using genetically improved seeds. Green Revolution enabled India to become self-sufficient in food grains, create a buffer stock in case of natural calamities, and enable the farmers to earn more. However, the use of fertilizers and pesticides has led to soil quality deterioration, increased water requirement, and deforestation due to expansion of farming land. However, overall green revolution has been beneficial to India as yield per unit rose by more than 30% and the record agricultural output could be achieved. Now let us take a look at current problems in Indian agriculture sector. Land holding is very fragmented and hence most of the land holdings cannot exploit advantages of large scale farming. Majority of farmers have little amount of land and hence cannot generate enough surplus. Agriculture in India is excessively dependent on monsoon and hence leads to a lot of fluctuation in output. In the recent years, agricultural production has been falling mainly due to fall in output of non-food crops. Also, there is lack of knowledge on crop rotation which is deteriorating the quality of soil plus the output is also decreased. The high yield seeds are not in use much. Manures and fertilizers are not being used enough. There is lack of irrigation facilities causing water shortage and efficient farm equipments are not in use. The financial condition of many farmers is dismal and they are laden with debt. Farmers face a lot of financial crunch because of low earning power, lack of knowledge on government schemes for farmers, and manipulation in the hands of local money lenders. There is also a need to insulate the farmers from the effects of fluctuating market prices. The government has taken steps like minimum support prices, fixing procurement prices, etc. However, most of the small scale farmers have not been able to benefit from these schemes. Supply has been surplus compared to the demand, due to which the prices have been falling and the farmers have been affected adversely. The government needs to plan well for handling the surplus produce. The agricultural growth rate has been sluggish. It was 1.25% in 2015 in India, which is less than the world agricultural growth rate of 2.5%. Despite being one of the largest agricultural producers in the world, India also has the second highest number of undernourished people in the world. The distribution of food in India is not equitable and hence India needs a second green revolution. However, the approach will have to be different from what it was in the first green revolution. There are a few sectors in which improvements can be brought about. First is irrigation. Newer and precise irrigation techniques need to be used and better water management solutions need to be provided to avoid water shortage and to reduce dependence on monsoons. Use of hybrid seeds need to be promoted as they provide better yield and resistance. India is one of the largest manufacturers of tractors in the world, accounts for about one third of global production. So, farm mechanization should be promoted as mechanization helps in raising farm income by increasing productivity and limiting post-harvest losses. Precision farming methods should be adopted. Precision farming involves application of precise and correct amounts of inputs like water, fertilizers, pesticides, etc. at the correct time to the crop and helps increase its productivity and maximize its yields. GPS, remote sensing, and other technology are some of the widely used technologies that allow precise mapping of the farms together with appropriate software informs the farmer about the status of his crop and which part of the farm requires inputs such as water or fertilizer. Use of renewable energy sources can be promoted. Market linkages should be regulated. Use of bio inputs should be promoted as there is an increasing demand for organic farm produce. Use of biofertilizers helps better the output and it also enhances the soil and environmental quality. One major problem faced by farmers is lack of access to information. This problem can be tackled by use of modern day technologies like mobile phones and apps. For this purpose, basic infra needs to be provided to the rural areas. With more than 80% of the farmers belonging to the small and medium category, whatever steps are taken need to address the problems faced by this category and unit economics should be viable. With the climate playing havoc by being uncertain and having faced two drought years back to back, a second green revolution is needed to provide food security to the 1.25 billion Indians. Thank you.